Hey there, Eli again, coming at you from the fish room of Coventry, here today to talk to you about quite a rare fish that we just got. We just recently restocked in saltwater fish, and we happened to get one of the rarer fish that I have come across since starting here. This week, we ended up getting what is known as a Sawtail Tang. This came in labeled as a yellowtail surgeonfish, and it is quite a rare tang for all of you rare tang collectors. Kind of a neat fish back here. Unfortunately, he's still a little bit shy, but he is in the back of this 40-gallon here. This tang comes from the genus Prioneurus, which is a rarer genus, something that you don't really come across, but kind of bears resemblance to your Zebrasoma tangs. So whether it's a Scopus tang, sailfin, yellow tang, very similar in appearance to these with the elongated snout. However, this guy differs from your average tangs, which generally have one scalpel at the base of the tail, whereas your Naso tangs have two scalpels at the end of their tail. These sawtooth tangs or Sawtail Tangs have three scalpels at the base of their tail, which is why they get this Sawtail name, because they have a rasp-like appendage at the base of their tail that they use both for defense or for quarrels with other tangs. Beautiful, not the most colorful of all the tang fish out there. He's basically a silver fish covered in dots with a yellow tail. However, he is very unique in that sometimes these fish come from the areas near the Galapagos, so there is one Prioneurus species that is still collected off the coast of the Galapagos on occasions. This one came in as a yellowtail surgeonfish, so it is most likely this is Prioneurus punctatus, which might not have come from the Galapagos, but is also a Eastern Pacific tang as well, which is kind of rarer. A lot of these tangs that you come across in the hobby are from the Western Pacific or Indian Oceans. There's also one species of Prioneurus tang that comes from the Atlantic Ocean, but you are far less likely to see this guy. Prioneurus punctatus, this yellowtail surgeonfish, is likely to get around a foot full grown, so I would say nothing less than a 6-foot tank, maybe a 5-foot tank if you can get away with it, and plenty of swimming room as this is quite an active fish, although he is acting quite shy right now. This fish should be reef safe as with most tangs. However, I did come across some reading in Googling this fish that suggested that perhaps on occasion these tangs will nip at corals. In my opinion, as long as you keep this fish well fed and you feed him a heavy herbivore-based diet, whether it's spirulina mysis, any of the herbivore frozen foods, and hanging nori in the clip once a day or every other day in the tank, and keeping this guy nice and fat and happy, I do not think that nipping at corals will be a problem. So for all of you rare fish collectors, all of you tang lovers and saltwater hobbyists, come check this guy out while we still have him here at OSA Coventry. Definitely a cool fish that you're not gonna run across anytime soon. As always, thank you guys for watching and keep on reefing.